Welcome to Trading Lounge and the SP 500 for the 4th of December, starting on the daily chart here. The wave 1 and 2 here, and 3 here, and 4 here, looking for 38.2% retracement level from low of wave 2 here. So that should bring us into the 38.2. So it's around the 30.50 area, if not a touch lower, 30.42. And let's go in and have a look at that. So on the 4-hour chart here, we can look at it in a couple of ways. The current move down through here is in 3 waves, so we can look at it in an A and a B and a C here for the A wave, and then a B wave back up to the top of the supply level here, which will be the 61.8%, and then wave C down here. The other way to look at this is that we have 5 waves down for wave A here in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, and then the ABC here. If we do get 5 waves here, then we're going to 5 waves here will create a 3-wave counter trend, and then another 5 waves down. 3 waves down here can create part of the flat family of corrections, so and even triangles as well in that case. So we could end up having a triangle here. If we get 3 waves here, then we need to look at all the patterns that develop in 3 waves at that particular point. So let's just go in a bit closer and start to nail down a few of these, and at what point we can be assured that we are going to get what we're looking for. So in the first instance here, we can look at this as wave 1 here, and wave 2 here, and wave 3 here, and wave 4 to pull back here, and we'll investigate this pattern here in a moment, and then wave 5 down through here. So if this market continues to push up through here and get support on 3,100 here, then we're going to have 3 waves down here. But otherwise we'll see this fail very shortly, and we'll see another move down through here. If we do get this move down through here, that means that we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we could be assured of a corrective move back up 50-60%, or to supply levels where the most volume was turned over previously, and then another 5 waves down, and the 38.2% retracement level comes in around the 30-40, just a touch above that. So one of the first things that we need to do is we need to investigate this, and then also with the understanding that if the market pushes up and finds support on top of 3,100, then we need to look at this as wave A being in place here. And there would also be the case too for wave A to be here, and then a B and a C wave here, and wave 4 to come up into this space. That would be there as well. But what we could do here is that if we get support on top of 3,100, we can get a small long trade in on that, and then look to build in on that. But the 61.8% would be for this one here, if that was going to be the case, would be on top here. So that would be the B wave there. That would be very close to the 61.8%, but you can check that, and we'll see a move down. So it's all about the market's actually, is dropped through this large number here. 1 is the strongest number in the market, so it's dropped through, it's come back and retest it. So we need to see if that retest is going to fail. But let's just have a look at the pattern in there first on the tick chart here. We'll pull that apart here. So we can look at it as wave 3 or C here, but an A wave here, a B wave here, and then 1 and 2, third wave, 4th wave, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and for the 5th wave here. So we're very close for it to finish here. So any support on top of 3,100 would negate this wave 4 here at that point. Okay, so we need to allow that to play out through there. So you can look for a short position, just trying to see if there's 5 waves in here. I'm not going to force it. It doesn't jump out at me as that. This could get a bit more complicated. It looks like there's 5 waves in this structure here, so we could end up with an A and a B and a C wave to here. coming back to here as a little expanded flat because it's taken the high out here. It does look like it's in 3 waves here, but it could also be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here, still building to the upside here, so we need to be mindful of that. But a move below that little low here would say that this is a B wave up here, then look for 5 waves down here as wave C, and then move up. So because it's an expanded flat, you'll need to be careful that expanded flats take out the top, and then they'll take out the bottom here. It's okay to short it here, but you'll need to use a classic trading levels pattern. If I can use this line here and in here, so if that came down to this level here and bounced off it and then moved through it here and then came back up, then that is where you would short it under that low, and if that retest failed, then you're on your way at that point. So that's what we can do here, and we can gravitate over to the closest largest number, which is the 90 here. But this sequence from here is very clear. There's little 5 waves here, little 5 waves here, but this just, maybe I got that wrong, but it just jumps out at me at 5 waves. So let's just see how this progresses here. But look for another little high in here, but a nice solid retest of this low here, in this case here, then you can short it down. And in terms of shorting it, we can look down at, coming back to the hourly chart here, coming back, so we can bring it down to the 50 area here. So that would be take profit little space in here. And like I mentioned, if we do get the 5 waves, if we get 5 waves here, which looks like the case, if we get those 5 waves, then we could be assured of this ABC correction here, and that would come back up to about where it is here. That's about right. Yep. Say 30, bring it down to 10 here on those lows here to 10. I mean, obviously this market's going anywhere between 3108 and 3110, I'd imagine. But anyway, you can trade that back up, and we'll look at that as it happens. But if you can understand the last 5 waves in this 5th wave here, the 5th of the 5th of the 5th, then you can go in and buy, and we can get a small position and then get another position on top of 72 when it comes into play here, and then exit at the 3100. Don't worry about trying to suck the last bit out of it, but we'll definitely be catching this side over here again as well from here. So yeah, that's about it really, I think. So we just need to see. I mean, that's what we do with corrections. With the correction, when we get a correction, we always wait. Well, I wait to see if we get 5 waves or 3 waves, and that's the same in this case here. If we get 5 waves here, then after correction, then we're going to get another 5. I thought it would pull back up a little bit higher than that. There is a case for this top being in here as wave 3 here, as being wave 5 here too, and having a bigger a different pattern in the bigger picture on the daily chart here. We can just go back to that, and I'm aware of it. We're not going to miss anything, so I've got it labeled as wave 1 here, and an ABC for wave 2 here, and 1 and 2, and you can chuck tomatoes if you want, but we'll just take it step by step. But yes, I mean, there is that case for this being an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave finishing here in 5 waves based off this low here and these 5 waves here. So I'm aware of that, but we're not going to miss anything anyway, because if that's going to be the case, then we will also get 5 waves down to here, and then we'll also get an ABC back here, and then we'll get another 5 coming down stronger here. So we're going to be on the short side anyway. We're not going to miss anything, so don't panic. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your support. Much appreciated. Cheers.